All right. During his visits, the National Security Advisor said it is time for community members themselves to actually rise and say enough is enough. You know, that was what Nuhu Ribadu mentioned. And I'm curious as to what you suppose this entails. Would it be bearing arms to defend themselves, or would it be about enforcing the creation of organized state police, or what dimensions really?
I wouldn't know because I wasn't there when he said it, and I've not had a conversation with him to know exactly what he meant. But I can assure you, Bose, that these conversations are going to go on, whether or not communities should be armed. You recall that there was a video that went viral when the Director of State Security urged communities to rise up to their defense. Of course, it's not to take laws into their hands. We wouldn't permit that. We want to ensure that at all times, people act in accordance with law to defend themselves and to be able to ward off external aggression. As for state police, I have said it unequivocally. I believe in it. I believe the time is now that we should be able to take that conversation to a practical level of implementation. I think it will reduce the time for decision making. It will reduce the deployment of logistics. It will also help us to be able to have more people who are familiar with local terrains. After all, I believe that policing generally, globally, is a local affair. It is difficult to coordinate it, no matter how well-intentioned you are from a far distance. But we will continue to have these conversations. And I believe that the time has come for the nation to be able to act in this direction and be very decisive.
We know that Plateau State has, a state security network. How equipped is the team to meet these security challenges being experienced on the plateau?
Yes, thank you. We have a security outfit called Operation Rainbow, which has been in existence since the days of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan as president. Of course, it suffered a lot of setbacks during the Buhari regime, but now we've been able to put it back to action. It has been very useful if you ask the communities. In terms of equipping, they are very limited. In terms of numbers, they are also limited. We are seeking ways to improve their operational capacity and ensure that, first of all, they support communities as a first line of defense, and that when the military and other security agencies have come in and done their job, that they also form the holding party. They hold the ground, help the communities to hold their grounds. Because if you're able to fence off attackers and the place is left unguarded, the chances are that these bandits will resurface, and it will be worse off for those communities. So thus far, it has done well. We'll continue to see how to equip it better. But let me say it is under the general operational supervision of the conventional security forces. So they don't operate on their own. They are under very good supervision.
All right. Now, about 64 communities have been taken over by bandits. That's what you said. They've been renamed, and you have people living in those places conveniently. Yeah. You have also spoken about efforts before now to embark on dialogues, but you said because of proliferation of arms, it has become more challenging for communities to live in peace. What options are you now considering?
It's not rocket science. We just have to get people to understand that we cannot continue in this way. This morning, afternoon rather, I had the privilege to inaugurate the Interreligious Council to help us to navigate this non-kinetic dialogue. Because sometimes these people who want to divide us and rule us, they use religion as a platform to be able to advance, their agenda. Now we want to be able to find a common ground to promote religious harmony, and then we are also working on providing ethnic harmony. These are two key platforms that we are addressing. And everyone that has followed my trajectory so far knows that I am totally unbiased, and I'm one who is willing to work with people across board. I believe that we are in a pluralistic society, and therefore we must find a common ground to live together. The challenge on the plateau is not so much of these conflicts, because I can tell you, once we sense that there's an inter or intra-community conflict, we move in. We have the Plateau Peace Building Agency, and we move in and try to sort things out. That's why for the last 1 year until this breach, we have been on the rise in terms of peace. People have been excited that peace has returned to Plateau. That's why we've been having a lot of international visitors, national visitors. A lot of national conferences have held here, and some are in the offing. But one thing I would tell Nigerians, yes, this breach happened about 70 kilometers away from Jos. But I can tell you that Jos, the capital of Plateau State, by the grace of God, is safe and sound, and will continue to ensure that it remains home to all Nigerians.
Governor Caleb Mutfwang of Plateau State, we thank you very much for talking to us on Beyond the Headlines.